Hey guys, my name is Scott Mendixon, and I am the head of the Facebook division here at My Amazon Guy. I want to take a minute and do a quick video to show you how to define your audience a little bit further on Facebook. It's one of the things that I see mistakes with, probably the most common thing. It's a little bit, it's not quite as intuitive as Amazon. On Amazon, you are typically looking for, not always, but you're typically looking for keywords with very high search volume. That's what makes a keyword good on Amazon for the most part. On Facebook, people tend to want their audience as big as possible because they think more people is better. But the way that the Facebook algorithm works is you really want to define it not as much as possible, but you want to give Facebook a well-defined audience segment to work with so that their algorithm can start kind of filtering through and finding who are the right people for your brand and, and your specific products. So here we go. So we have a test account here. This is our audience. And I'm going to show you the way that we would do this. So we're going to edit our audience. This is just the default 18 to 65 plus, all genders, no interest here. So this is labeled test, just a test. So let's say that our product, our test product, is wine glasses. So we're going to probably adjust our age to at least 21. But let's say that we already know, based on Amazon brand analytics and demographics, that our audience is 25 to 45-year-old women, for example. So we're going to change our audience here to 25 to 45. We're going to do women. And then we're going to start putting in our detailed targeting, our interests. So we'll do one, and we'll just select some of these. These are going to change based on your product, obviously. You don't want to be as quick as I'm being, but just for the sake of the time on the video, to show you. And once you put in a couple things, you can hit suggestions, and it'll start giving you other suggestions. So if these are relevant for your product, then choose them. If they're not, then don't choose them. I'd probably look up some brands of kind of luxury wine glasses or something similar to my product. Not software, obviously. All right, so let's just say that we have these are our audiences, or this is our audience interests. And now what we're going to do is we want to add in a couple other things because we want our audience to meet these segments or meet these interests, but we also want to make sure that our audience uses Amazon. So not everybody buys stuff on Amazon. Some people refuse to. Some people just don't like Amazon, whatever the reason. Same goes for any site. You know, some people just don't use the internet, whatever it is. So typically, what we would do is we'd add an interest in here that's Amazon.com. You'll see it pull up here. You have to be careful not to do employers. So you want to do Amazon.com and look for interests. And it is right here. So interests. So normally we would add this. But when we do it like this, what this is telling Amazon, or Facebook rather, is that we want to target somebody who matches any of these criteria. So if they like red wine only and they hate white wine, they have no interest in wine cellar, they never go wine tasting, and they've never heard of Amazon, they'll still, the way that this is set up right now, it'll still target. So instead of doing, instead of just adding this as a regular interest, it's called interest layer stacking. So we're going to go narrow audience. And now you can see that it's these interests, but now it's saying and must also match this. So now we're going to do Amazon.com down here as an interest. And what this is going to do is it's going to tell Facebook that we want to target somebody who matches at least one of these criteria, and then also is an Amazon.com shopper. And we're going to take this one step further, and we are going to narrow further. And then this is adding a second level, so this is why it's called stacking. And must also match, and then we're going to do engage shoppers here. And that's a behavior, and the reason that this is important is because engaged shoppers are people that Facebook has identified as people that typically buy stuff online or have positively reacted to ads that they've seen in the past. So the way that this is set up now is we're telling Facebook that our audience segment must match at least one of these criteria, as well as they must be in Amazon.com, at least have an interest, which means that they've visited Amazon in the past, as well as also are an engaged shopper. And the reason for that is because now our audience is going to be much more targeted, and we don't want to target people who maybe they like all of these things, maybe they like food and wine, French wine, red wine, etc. But they've never heard of Amazon or they never shop on Amazon. Then we don't need to, if we're sending traffic from Facebook to Amazon, we don't need to target those people. Also, if they do shop on Amazon, but they're not engaged shoppers, which means that they do buy stuff on Amazon, but they typically don't click an ad on Facebook, regardless of what it is. That's just not how they shop. Then we don't need to target them either. We only want to target people that meet all of our criteria, use Amazon, and also are engaged shoppers. So that is interest layered stacking, and it can really help modify your audience and give you a much better chance of putting your content, your ads in front of the right type of people.